Joe, how you doing, everybody? For you landmark folks, look at all the trees they took down here by the old dollhouse museum. I'm in a town called Norwood, Massachusetts, and they filmed part of a Liam Neeson movie at that place. I couldn't tell you which one. Well, I could tell you, but then I'd have to. Anyway, it was some sort of action-y thing. Suspense. And now the suspense is, what are they going to do with that property? So we're hoping they don't tear it down and put in a bunch of housing, because that's what they're doing every other square inch. And man, the roads are feeling it. God bless the people, but the infrastructure, you grow a little faster than you this town, I guess right now it's that middle school kid who's as tall and as big-footed as he's ever been and is not used to it yet, hitting his head, stubbing his toe, dropping stuff. So that's kind of where we're at now. We got a lot of people moved in, which is fine, but we got to kind of catch up. Because we want to have a sense of space. We want to have a sense of, community, and a sense of, just decorum. So we'll get there. It's kind of it's up to the people to maintain an attitude of gratitude and positivity, and we'll be just fine. Let me tell you about it's the first time I've been out in a while. And no, it's not. I feel like I say that all the time. I was out for a little rip the other day, a very short one. And maybe I was wearing the half helmet. I know. Safety first. Well, that was sort of a mental health first kind of a decision at that case. Some days, when there's not a lot of traffic, just kidding, there are no days like that here. But anyway, I knew I wasn't going far. I knew I wasn't hitting a really high top speed. And so yeah, just something about the old half helmet. Kind of feel the wind, you can see everything. But yeah, it is pollen season, and you can see, I don't know if you can see them, we got pine needles and whirligigs. So all the whirligigs are coming down from the maples, and the pine trees are pushing some needles, and so are some people in the town, unfortunately. But yeah, the pine needle, so you got to watch out, because this time of year in New England we get what's called, I don't know what it's called, but it's a seed dispersal wind. So we get a lot of blustery days in the spring, and that wind disperses the pollen and the seeds and everything all around, and it really helps things kind of grow. It also helps tear the last of those dead oak leaves off as the new ones poke through. And yeah, it's a pretty good time of year, except that 95% of the population really suffers with the pollen. And it's supposed to be a particularly bad year. So I remember in the old days when my allergies weren't bad. In fact, I didn't have allergies till I hit probably 35 years old, something like that. Not 1935. How old do you think I am? And anyway, I look at my mastery of technology. 1935 doesn't look that far off, actually. But yeah, so before I had real bad allergies, seasonal allergies, etc., I'd get home with the half helmet and the goggles, and I would have, like a 1/4 inch of tennis ball fuzz pollen under every crack and crevice, along my helmet line, under my eyes where my goggles ended, and you know, in my chin, my neck, beard, eyebrows. I mean, it's just crazy. You'd feel like you're in a tennis ball factory explosion. You know, it was fine. And actually, you know, I like pollen. I love the idea of it. Some people talk about it in a sketchy manner, and that's not what I'm referring to. But I like in, you know, spring when the world is alive. Everything is just almost vibrating with life. And you know, we got mockingbirds this year, and they're you know, they're going through their repertoire, adding to it, and they're real noisy. Everybody's loud. You know, 3:30 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, the birds are already hard at work. I know some of you guys are as well. Any of you guys work in bakeries or anything, you know about those early mornings or those real late nights, because, man, you got to be ready when the people show up. I think these birds, man, they make great bakers because they're ready. But yeah, I love that time of year. You see bees are buzzing around, pollen clouds are heavy in the air. I think it's amazing. The sun's a little higher in the sky, and you know, if the pollen didn't cause such a bad reaction, I think it's great just to see everything full of life. You know, winter can be real bleak here, and you know, certainly the people can be pretty bleak here. So it's we'll take anything positive we can get, and yeah. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is the new size pickup truck, and I'm sure. What's up, buddy? I might know who's on there, but you gonna wave me on? Nice, thank you. Yeah, the new size of the front end of pickup trucks is absurd. The thing is like getting hit by a dumpster, right? You feel cool driving around in a huge truck with a giant, you know, maybe it doesn't even seem big to you anymore, man. But dude, I'm telling you, I got hit by a Honda Pilot. That's not too big, right? What's up, dude? But man, imagine, you know, getting creamed by a, you know, pickup truck like the back end is so high that it's just gonna kill you. You're not gonna go up over the top of it. You're just gonna get killed. It's because we gotta be bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. See what I mean about it's hard to be positive here in New England? Part of it is because I'm stuck in my own head, and which I've been working for many years to get better and clean house up there, and you know, you should have met me before. That's all I'll say. Anyhow, he did pull over for the ambulance, which, look at this guy, his grill is like up where my helmet's at, right? Anyway, I don't mind if it's a work truck or a dude, you know. Anyway, there's some excuses out there, but it's like the dude that just is. Okay. Let me just say this, okay, and then I'll knock it off and move on to a different topic, or just stop recording. But I saw a dude, you know, a couple days in a row. He was at an event that I was also at, and he was driving a Ford Shelby Raptor Baja pickup truck. A Ford Shelby Raptor Baja. What else do you need to add to that to make you feel bigger? Yeah, I know, it's just crazy, man. We're a little bit on the insane side here in the United States. I'm being generous with a little bit. Is that just jealousy? Do I wish I had the same kind of vehicle? Well, we couldn't fit it. I don't know, maybe. It could be. That could be. I don't think so, honestly, because I'm still riding this guy, you know, so reality is reality, and a gigantic front end is a gigantic front end when it comes down to the land of just texting. And, you know, we're like people are doing their sports bet. The light is green. They're still sitting there, YouTube, Instagram, they're just doing whatever, watching stuff they shouldn't be watching. Oh, the light's green, sorry, it's just turned yellow, but everybody else behind can wait another cycle. I made it through. I saw it just in time. So I feel like if you get caught texting and driving and doing anything like that around here, that you should get the 3-cylinder, the little car. you get the little car for a month. You get caught texting a second time, you get the little car for a year. And you get caught driving something else, you're done. You're just done. Self-deport. Right? Is that what we're being encouraged to do these days? Topic for another day. All right. Oh, those police. All right, guys, that's it. Did I say anything positive? What a beautiful day. What a beautiful whatever. Ugh. Engine mount's still shot. We're getting to it. We're getting to it. It's rained every weekend. It has rained every weekend. Can I get an amen from my New Englanders out there? Yeah, hopefully that's bound to change. Then we can patch things up down in the old frame. All right, guys, Matt the Greeter, care about you. If I said anything negative or offensive, just ignore it. Be back to normal. Google Ford Shelby Raptor Baja. And I'll talk to you next time. All right, guys, care about you. Go check in on the fellas here. Bye.